Hey guys, so welcome. I am very happy to create a new recipe for today. I have pickled a lot of vegetables already in my life and in my previous videos, but today I'm trying to do something different. I'm going to try to not pickle but marinate my vegetables in La Española olive oil. You know what's so awesome about La Española? They now have a line of extra virgin olive oil that's flavored. It is flavored olive oil. I'm going to use today garlic flavored olive oil. Oh my gosh, imagine that. So I have some really beautiful capsicums here, or red bell pepper. What I'm trying to do now is get this red bell pepper into this burnt beauty. No? Kung meron kayong kalan, or if you have an oven, yes, you can place it in your oven or in your kalan until it burns like this. No, you just have to use your tongs and then put it on top of an open flame. I am going to torch this using my butane torch right here. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's get torching. This is my butane torch. You just want this to get all black and burnt all throughout. Okay, now that you have your capsicums nice and burnt, no, your red bell pepper, you want to wrap it in foil. Now it's going to create steam so that it will be easier to take off the burnt skin out. You just want it to steam in its own heat. Then leave it there for around 30 minutes on R. The water, the moisture from the steam really helps you peel off the skins faster later. Okay, now that you have your bell pepper nice and peeled, now what you have to do is you're going to take off the stem and deseed it. So just take off that top part. When you're marinating vegetables, you can't do raw vegetables because you're not exactly pickling it. It's not gonna soften, so it's gonna be really tough. So since you are marinating it in olive oil, what you want to do is you just want to cook it a little bit. In this case, for roasted vegetables, you just wanted to torch it. I'm going through it. And I'm going to take out the seeds and the ribs of your bell pepper. You call the white part of your bell peppers the ribs. I took off the top and the bottom. There. And then now you can start carving. So the bell pepper is now getting rolled into a nice flat piece. See that? All of the seeds and the ribs all in one go. You should smell this, guys. It smells so nicely roasted. Nothing smells sweeter than freshly roasted bell peppers. And now, you want to chop it? I want to chop my bell peppers into nice huge chunks because the usage for my marinated bell peppers will be very much like how you would use any sort of pimento when you make red pimento in your sandwiches, in your spreads. So this is nice and soft already. Put it in a bowl. We're going to put the rest of our marinade and the rest of our burnt bell peppers. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to flavor first my bell peppers before I put it into my olive oil marinade. So I'm going to put some rice wine vinegar. You don't want it to be swimming in your marinade because at the end of the day, it's still an olive oil marinated dish, no? It's not actually a pickle per se. Just a little bit of cracked black pepper and just a tiny bit of salt. You don't want too much salt because salt breaks down olive oil. Just maybe a quarter teaspoon just for flavor. Using my chopsticks so that I don't break apart my vegetables too much. You just want that zing in your bell peppers to go up against the sweetness because that is really the point of you torching the skin of your bell peppers. I can already imagine this marinated bell pepper dish in a sandwich, like a nice roast beef sandwich, maybe even in a burger or just in a nice simple grilled cheese. Have a nice clean sterile jar. I'm using a glass jar for this which has a rubber seal, okay, so that it's easy. So just put your vegetables inside your jar. Again, make sure that your jar is very clean because this dish almost has no cooking involved. I am going to be pouring in the juices. Oil and liquid do not mix, but the amount of bell pepper I have will be enough to absorb this. juice. Okay, this is just really the bell pepper juice and the vinegar. And now time to put in a last amount of flavoring. I'm going to put some freshly picked basil leaves just for an additional flavor. I'm putting around 2 or 3 leaves, nicely straight from my garden. Then now, the main event, your La Española extra virgin classic garlic flavored olive oil. You want to make sure that the olive oil is enough to cover everything in your jar. You can use different flavored olive oils for this. There's also La Española Basil. I think that would go well if you want an Italian treatment for this. There's also La Española olive oil that's lemon flavored. But for this one in particular, I really wanted to use the garlic flavor. I cannot wait to check back on this after a week or so in the ref marinating. This is going to taste so good. So make sure that everything is submerged in your oil. Perfect to sa mga mommy and daddy dyan na nagnenegosyo from home. Make sure your jar doesn't have any air bubbles. You can tap on it really light so that there aren't any air bubbles. A beautiful jar of marinated roasted red bell peppers. Made, of course, using La Española extra virgin olive oil. I used the garlic flavor for this, and I believe this will be a perfect complement to my roasted red bell peppers. You have the sweet, you have the umami from the garlic, and you have the vinegar that will give you a hint of tartness. Perfect. So my bell peppers have been marinating for more than a day now, and I am very excited to try it. You know what? Let's go try it right now. This was marinated in La Española garlic olive oil. You can use this red bell pepper in these red bell peppers in a sandwich. You can use it maybe on top of your rice meals if you want. But look at this, so beautiful. You can see it glistening in that olive oil. I'm so excited. And I take a bite. You can use this on pizza, on a sandwich. The flavors are amazing. You can get that hint of garlic from your La Española olive oil, the touch of basil, the slight acidity from the rice vinegar. We have a winner here, guys. You can keep this in your ref for up to around a week or so. You know, with it tasting this good, it's not gonna last a week, okay? So you can marinate your vegetables. Just make sure they're cooked. You can roast them, you can blanch them, and then you can marinate them in your olive oil. La Española has 3 different extra virgin olive oils: garlic, basil, and lemon flavors. So guys, please try it.